Do you know the history of the Marines at the World Championships?
We've actually had a lot of, historically we've had a lot of success, Greco and freestyle. You know, huge poster I have up at the end of my hallway in my house every time I go into my bedroom is a black and white picture of Greg Gibson from the '84 silver medalist wearing his medals. And, you know, I haven't had a medal at the World, so I use that as my motivation. And I don't think he knows that or anybody else, but I have that up there, and that's been a huge little motivating factor every time I walk in and out of my room. I've been able to look at that and know I want to be there. I want a medal at the Worlds. I want to be a world champ. So
what changed for you since the Open to, you know, come out and, you know, hang 2 matches on them and kind of get out of here with the spot?
You know, it changed a lot. More off the mat than anything. I walked out. I crushed my way out of the Open with a pretty bad hamstring tear or hamstring injury, and it had been kind of messed up, and I wasn't able to get on the mat at all going into the trials. It had been all off of, you know, video, diet, technique, looking at stuff, and it could only work upper body. So being able to do that, coming from someone that's usually a lot bigger and cutting down, was a huge change in everything I did. And it ended up being something a lot better for me too, because I came into this tournament and trials underweight. So I came in waking up, you know, 82 keys on the spot when I normally wasn't like that. So my diet and nutrition at home has been bar none, on point, and completely top notch. And I just kept that from the trials, saw that it was working, rolled that into today, and it's proven to be a trusted method of mine. I'm going to keep going at it now. And I feel a lot better being lighter and healthier and fit than I do being bigger and stronger, because I'm bigger and stronger where I'm at right now.
Yeah, how'd your body feel being out there with, you know, the diet and everything changing from then to now?
It was different in a lot of ways. You know, my legs were my big factor. You know, anybody that knows me when it comes to wrestling, I'm a 4, 5, 6 minute guy, and that's where I'll carry. As long as I'm not teched out of a match, I got the chance to come back. And being able to have my legs taken away from me, which has been the driving force of my wrestling, to now alter my style, and now I have an additional style of mine I didn't even know was there my whole life of wrestling. So being able to open that up, bring that out here, I felt different. Being able to now have a healthy leg, and then keep going. Be smart, going with a good game plan. You know, that's something from the Open I did not do. I didn't have a good showing at the Open compared to what I try to give my fans and family.
So how healthy is your leg now? I'm a little curious.
You know, it's taped, and I have a rehab every single day, 7 days a week, with our trainers and stuff. But I haven't done any weights or anything yet, or ran. But I have done the wrestling, the pummeling, and I mean, I'd say it's good enough to go through matches and practice. You know, right now we're going to keep training to get ready for camps, but it's getting there. I can't put a percentage on it.
But you need to be 100% to do well at the Worlds?
No, I don't need to be 100%. I've never wrestled 100%. And if I'm a World Team member, I'm not 100%. I don't expect myself to be 100% of Worlds. So, you know, that's all. That's adversity. You know, that's being tough. Being tough. You know, being mentally and physically strong. You know, with good endurance. That's the definition of toughness. So I'm going to use that, keep that mentality, keep rolling with it, and use my coaches, my staff, and I'm going to go to Worlds in Kazakhstan this year, boys.
The first match, it seems like you're in pretty good shape when you get the 4 and you're up 5-1.
Yeah.
And then he comes back, he gets the 4, and it's in the final minutes. How are you able to keep your wits about you and do what you need to do to win that match?
Y'all got to ask Jason Lakitas that. You know, if you guys don't know him or don't know how the Marines wrestle, we do a lot better in the second period than we do in the first period. And that's just, I don't know if that's something maybe we can work on, but I like the way it is. You know, Kendrick hit a hell of a arm throw. He had an opposite side arm throw. You know, it was on the opposite side that he leads. You know, that's something, you know, he worked on, he practiced it, and that thing was tight. You know, coming from someone that's been working on arm throws for years now, that was impressive. I got done, I was like, wow, that was a hell of an arm throw right there. I was not, out of his repertoire, I was not expecting an opposite side arm throw to come out of it. So, you know, being able to just take that, battle back from it, you know, knowing that he would have to do the same thing. We both had 4 pointers, the match was tied. Just a matter of who wants it more, who's willing to go deeper. So, you know, doing a lot of swim rehab, it's all about, you know, going in the deep end, trusting your body, trusting yourself. And, you know, there's been times where I started drowning doing swim rehab, and that's something I kind of took that and brought it into this. And I know I'm willing to go until I drown when it comes to the deep end. And if you're not willing to do that, you're not going to beat me.
So the Marines might have the loudest cheering section here. Could you hear them when you're on the mat?
Marines have loudest cheering section. I think you just need a couple of them, and they'll have a cheering section right now. We might not have, you know, the biggest branch, as you know, Marines are the smallest branch in the armed services, but you know, we're a pretty tight-knit group. You know, we got guys that travel states and states away just to come up here just to watch a couple matches today. You know, so you know, it's a brotherhood. It's something, not anything away from the Army. It's just a different. It's a whole different type of camaraderie. You know, something you keep for decades and until the end of your lifetime. And it just shows out there. When I'm motivated and I'm winning, they're winning. When they lose, I lose. So we take that to heart every single day.
Defending the lift. That's his go-to. Did you put a focus on it leading up?
Yes, I won't lie. I put a focus on it. You know, I'm going to take what my opponents do, and I'm definitely going to try and find a couple things. I was expecting him to go for it more, but the one thing I kept finding is I keep worrying about defensively, you know, him getting on top of me when if I do my job standing, he's not going to get the chance. And he got the chance one time, you know, and I think he knew right away I was ready to defend it. I had a couple things up my sleeve ready for it, and he went for a couple different other things instead. So it worked out. You know, I'm happy with it. If anything, he might not have used it, but I know what my other guys, when it comes to Worlds, are going to use, and they're going to use that reverse lift. So I'm going to keep moving forward, and hopefully I can use him, and he'd be willing to help me learn how to defend it even better, because to learn from the best, beat the best.